This is the easiest chicken and rice skillet dinner that will save you on a weekday. Let's go. Add some oil to a pan, heat it up, and brown the chicken on each side. Measure seasonings with your heart. Salt, pepper, Italian seasoning. Flip it over and season again. Once the chicken is golden, take it out of the pan, discard some of that fat, and add in the onions and garlic. Give it a stir, add in the white wine, and deglaze the pan. Let it reduce completely, add in the rice, give it a stir, and add the chicken back in. Top it off with water or broth, add a touch of cream, give it a stir, and cook for 25 minutes. Enjoy and follow for more.
In a dinner for 23 days, ginger glazed chicken. Season the chicken with salt and pepper. Coat the chicken with a thin layer of cornstarch. The sauce is super easy. Soy sauce, honey, grated ginger, and garlic. Mix together. Pan fry the chicken for 4 minutes on each side. Remove and set aside. Drizzle in the sauce. Let it simmer for 30 seconds. Add back in the chicken and let it cook for another 1 to 2 minutes on each side. Look at that.
I love a good bowl of ramen noodles, and these 20-minute Thai red curry ramen noodles with a little bit of chili garlic oil are so delicious, and obviously they're easy because they take 20 minutes. So you make a quick oil, you get some herbs, get a little bit of ginger, pour the oil over those fresh herbs, and then you want to boil off some ramen noodles. I love to use the brown rice ramen noodles. Add a little soy sauce to the mix, toss it all together, and then I serve it up with green onions on top. They're so good. You guys are going to love them.
Version of this creamy buttered chicken is one of my boyfriend's favorite weeknight dinners, and it only takes one pan to make. First, marinate your chicken with the Greek yogurt and half of the seasoning mix above, and cook it on high heat with some coconut oil in a skillet until it's fully done. Remove it from the pan and then add coconut oil, butter, garlic, onion, the other half of your seasoning mix, and tomato paste. Next, we're going to add our heavy cream and then turn off the heat completely, then add our Greek yogurt back in so it's nice and creamy. And you know the drill, good luck taking just one bite.
This dinner is quick, delicious, and you only need to buy 5 things to make it. Start by heating up your ground beef or ground turkey in a skillet and boil a pot of water. Once your water is boiling, you'll add in some tortellini. Cook according to the package. Shred up some mozzarella cheese. I have this linked on my Amazon storefront, mealsandmunchies.com. You'll then season your meat, salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, and a little bit of crushed red chili flakes. Drain it, add a jar of marinara sauce, and 1 block of cream cheese. Once that's well combined, add in your cooked tortellini. Top this with your mozzarella cheese and bake for 10 minutes at 350 degrees. And follow me for more recipes.
20-minute recipes for 20 days.
And today we're doing the viral boursin pasta because I haven't even made it yet.
First thing you're gonna do, grab a big baking dish like this. I just rinsed a bunch of cherry tomatoes, throw those in, and I'm gonna add 5 cloves of garlic.
Add your boursin to the middle of the baking dish.
If you don't do this, we aren't friends. Drizzle some olive oil all over. I'm also gonna add some chili flakes for heat. Now I'm gonna get this in the oven at 425.
Once your tomatoes start to burst open, I like to break up a few with my fork, mix it all around, add some fresh basil, your cooked pasta, a little bit of pasta water, and then just mix it up.
I like to add some Parmesan cheese and some fresh basil. And that's it.
Really easy, really simple, and I get the hype the internet had for this pasta. Don't forget to follow along for the rest of my 20-minute dinner series.
Makes it.
Okay, so you might be familiar with Marry Me Chicken. This is kind of similar, but more pasta focused. We made this last week and posted it on our Instagram story and got so many replies of you guys wanting the recipe, so we finally filmed how we make it. It's super easy to pull together. Just saute onion and garlic with some Italian spices, add butter, tomato paste, and then flour to make a roux so that the sauce thickens. Then add your chicken broth, heavy cream, and sun-dried tomatoes. We did make a rookie mistake and forgot to add salt and pepper with the other seasonings, but we are not professional chefs, so please do not come for us. Lastly, we added pecorino romano, pasta water, fresh basil, and the linguine. We also shallow fried some chicken cutlets to go on top of the pasta. Totally optional, but super yummy.
Today's recipe is this creamy garlic sauce with chicken and potatoes. So start by parboiling your potatoes whole, then you're just going to add them into an oven-proof dish, seasoned with paprika, garlic, parsley, and salt and pepper. Then you're going to fry off your chicken. I've layered it in a very, very light layer of flour. Then fry off your chicken until it's cooked on both sides and through. Fry off some onions, add in your seasonings. I've listed them here. Then you're going to add in a small bit of vegetable stock. You can use chicken stock preferably, but I only had vegetable stock. Add some cream, then spinach. Then you're going to add more vegetable stock, more cream, and some grated mozzarella to thicken the sauce up. Once the sauce has thickened, you're going to add back in your cooked chicken breasts, top with parsley, and that's it. Then you're going to remove your potatoes from the oven and serve and enjoy. This is perfect for meal prep and super tasty.
Here is a dinner I make when I want something satisfying and nourishing, but I also don't want to spend that much time cooking. I heat up a large pan, I add some olive oil and then a whole bunch of cherry tomatoes and let that cook down a little bit. And then I add some fresh garlic, salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, and some red pepper flakes. Once the tomatoes are really soft, I add some spinach and then I add some olive oil and this heart of palm pasta that I usually get at Trader Joe's. I let all that incorporate a little bit and then I add some cooked chicken for some protein. This is also really good with shrimp too. And that's it. It's really good. It's really easy. It makes 2 servings, so then I'll have it for lunch the next day.
How the hell did it take me all summer to come up with the best zucchini recipe of all time? We're going to start by grating 2 large zucchini and putting it in a cheesecloth to get all the moisture out. I mean, this is probably the most satisfying step of everything. Anyway, I digress. We wanted to taste the juice.
I like it.
Oh, it's nice.
It's refreshing.
Tastes like the garden. Yeah, it kind of tastes like the garden in my opinion. Anyway, back to the recipe. So chop up 1 large red onion. You're going to saute it in a pan, and that takes a while. So that's why I'm doing it now. And then while that's sauteing, I'm going to chop up chives and grate a ton of parm. Measure with your heart. You know the drill. Keep sauteing the onion. Add the garlic when it's like 10 minutes from being done. Then crack 6 eggs into a bowl. You're going to whisk it all together. Once you have them combined, you're going to add your parm and your chives. And this is like the base batter of the meal. It's so delish. Keep going. Add salt and pepper too, which I didn't show on camera. And the zucchini, of course. And then the sauteed onion and garlic. You want to mix it really well. That was a teaspoon of baking soda. Super important to make it fluffy. And then you bake it at, I don't know what, 375 until it's done. And yeah.
You have to try this simple and delicious soup. This is my late grandma's recipe and it's one of the first things I learned to cook. Ready in 30 minutes with only 8 ingredients. To a large pot add oil and diced onions, turmeric, dry mint and fenugreek and saute until fragrant. Add ground beef, breaking into small pieces, then add salt and pepper. Make room in the pot, then add tomato paste and fry until deep red. Add water and bring to a boil, then lower to simmer for 20 minutes. Add diced potatoes and cook uncovered. Adjust the seasoning one last time and add verjuice. Verjuice is the juice of unripe grapes. Serve this soup with onions and fresh bread. Enjoy! Nishijun!
My cinnamon roll cheesecake, you guys, where creamy cheesecake and irresistible cinnamon rolls collide into the absolute best dessert mashup ever. And bonus, it's super easy to make and no water bath required. Blend 16 ounces of softened cream cheese with a half a cup of sugar until smooth and creamy. Add in a half a cup of sour cream and 1 teaspoon vanilla and continue beating until there are no lumps. Scrape down the sides of the bowl and then add in 2 large eggs, blending completely after each one. Whisk together a 1/4 cup brown sugar, half a tablespoon cinnamon, and 2 tablespoons unsalted melted butter until fully combined. Open up 2 canisters of Grand's Pillsbury cinnamon rolls, set the icing aside that comes with it, and let them sit out at room temperature for about 5 to 10 minutes. Coat a 9-inch non-stick spring-form pan with cooking spray and lay the cinnamon rolls inside in a single layer. Then using your hands, smush them flat, making sure to pinch all the seams together and completely cover the bottom of the pan to form a crust. Pour the cheesecake batter over the cinnamon rolls and evenly spread it around. Grab a small cookie scoop and drop spoonfuls of the cinnamon butter mixture onto the batter. Then take a knife and swirl it into the batter until you have a pattern that you're happy with. Bake in a preheated 325-degree oven for about 55 minutes or until the cheesecake is firm around the edges but still slightly jiggly in the middle. Cool completely and then chill in the fridge for at least 4 hours. Let the cheesecake sit out for about 15 minutes so it softens up a bit before slicing. Then drizzle with the reserved icing. Oh my god, it's so delicious. For the full written recipe and storage information, there is a link in my bio.